87% of business stakeholders and investors are secretly struggling and being pushed around. Usually everything looks good on the outside, and they may even be making a small profit internally. But cash flow problems, underperforming assets, encroaching competition, low worker productivity, and things like overpaying taxes are taking their lunch. You know, like the big bullies did in grade school. If you can relate to this and you're looking for ways to stop the madness, including eliminating cash flow chaos, permanently reducing taxes, building massive wealth, and discovering real financial peace, then you'll absolutely love what I'm about to share with you in this video. So stay tuned till the end and I'll show you how to never again let the bullies take your lunch. My name is DLHarris. My partners and I have created a few revolutionary programs and strategies that deliver dramatic breakthrough results, which will transform your business, your investments, and the lives of you and your family forever. Whether your objectives have to do with blowing out income and revenue goals, reducing direct costs and expenses, becoming debt-free, buying that lakefront investment property, or you just want to reduce your taxes down to near zero. Quite frankly, you'll be astounded by the kinds of breakthrough results that we're able to produce with our proprietary programs and strategies. For instance, Shauna, an owner of a pack and ship store, she increased her net profits 113% in 1 year by mastering our cash flow and profits program. Frank is an owner of a small fleet of rideshare cars. We created a tax plan that helped him maximize deductions to over $350,000 last year, and he'll have close to $1.2 million in deductions over the next 3 years. And then there's Edward, a commercial real estate investor who saved over $3 million last year and recovered over $22 million in paid taxes from the prior 3 years. Although we've changed the names, the results are real, and all of our programs and strategies are tested, proven, and will hold up to any kind of legal or ethical scrutiny. Now, if you're having trouble seeing the value of working with our team of strategists and specialists, consider these two analogies. Operating a business is much like operating a tour bus. This bus represents your company. It's one of your main sources of income and wealth building. You're the owner and driver of the bus. This is you and your co-founder, or maybe your management crew. You are in full control of the operation and maintenance of your bus. You're selling scenic bus tours. You kind of know where you want to go and the destinations you want to travel to, but you're not quite sure how to get there. Meanwhile, you started touring. You're growing and you're onboarding new employees and new customers. As a leader of this growing bus operation, you have to figure out how to get the right people in the right seats. If not, soon and very soon, you'll start to experience problems. You want to protect yourself, so you might hire an attorney, an insurance agent, and a CPA. But you really can't afford to bring them along the rides with you, so they sit in their offices from afar and wait to react to what you and your crew might do with your bus. You might also have an accountant, controller, or a bookkeeper that you hire to sit on the bus with you. But they all have to sit in the rear of the bus, looking out the rear view window. This is because their job is basically to capture and record the historical data trail that your bus is leaving behind. And so there you are, with a busload of people, and you're sitting up front. Everyone is relying on you to get to the best destinations and deliver the best experience possible. However, sometimes your bus struggles going uphill. Sometimes you barely maintain control as your bus speeds down deep in the valley. Sometimes you're just not quite sure where you're going. And sometimes you end up in very, very sketchy places where lots of bullies are lining up to take your lunch. You end up working 50, 60, and sometimes 80 hours per week trying to hold it all together, driving, mapping out routes, checking the engine, checking the tires, replacing seats, cleaning up spills, while you're trying to maintain operations, compliance, and profitability. The rising costs of insurance, parts, repairs, payroll, taxes always leave you in a state of cash flow chaos. Okay, now, by contrast, here's our approach in how we get breakthrough results for our clients. This is Jim. Jim is our client. Jim also owns a bus. He has a small crew of employees, a few hundred customers. He has a lawyer and insurance agent that sit in the office from afar. He even has a full-time bookkeeper on board. And of course, she sits in the back collecting a trail of data. Since we started working with Jim and his crew, they never feel like they're unprepared or disorganized. And Jim never feels like he's in the driver's seat sitting there all alone. Because this is what we do for Jim. First, we became a part of his support team. We provided visibility, pinpointing the most proven destinations with the most profitable peaks and direct routes. We provided executable strategies that gets the bus to destinations quicker, safer, and so they don't get stuck in valleys or wander aimlessly into sketchy places. We provided access to our network of contacts and specialists nationwide that can help in just about any conceivable way in running a high-performing business. On the bus itself, we installed highly accurate dashboards that gauge key performance indicators, or KPIs. and set up autopilot mechanisms, GPS navigation that also reduce drive time, trip costs, and management headaches. Not only do we help maintain the vehicle's exterior, but we greatly improve the internal components, including the engine's horsepower, speed, and efficiency. Finally, we develop custom roadmaps for Jim to make sure his operations are compliant. He's kept abreast of any road hazards. He's kept up to date about shifts in economic climates with forecasts. And of course, kept knowledgeable on which routes are most safe and most profitable. Jim says that he was in a constant state of cash flow chaos, but now he finally experiences financial peace. And his crew now focuses on growing his fleet of buses. So if you understand the analogy here, you can see that we specialize in working one-on-one with business stakeholders and investors like Jim to dramatically eliminate cash flow chaos, permanently reduce taxes, build massive wealth, and discover what real financial peace is like. I believe we can do the same for you. Book a free introductory session, and if we actually decide to work with one another, my partners and I will totally commit to helping you get to your destinations and discover real financial peace. Oh, and never again let cash flow chaos and overpaying taxes eat your lunch. So what are you waiting for? Learn more, save more, build more. Book a free introductory session today.